15 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Oh my god.
Tell us your name, but.
I'm Srijani from Filmfare.
Oh! And the Filmfare goes to...
You got 25
That's the most excited we've sounded in a while.
सबके सामने मत बोलो यार.
पूछते जाएगी.
कचरा होता दूसरे लोगों का.
Hi, this is Srijani from Filmfare and I'm here with the incredible cast of Detective Sherdil, Chunky Panday, Banita Sandhu, Penty, Boman Irani and Sumeet Vyas with me. Welcome to Filmfare.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shrijani.
Where's the award?
That's not in my hands.
It's not in my hands also, right?
Okay. There must have been many, Sher-dil moments in your career per se, all of your careers. So I would want to know about them, one by one. I would start with Chunky
Just
sir.
because I'm sitting next to you, that's why.
Yes, you get the advantage.
Sher-dil moment would have been in Aake, when I did that film.
Yeah.
I was working with a very unpredictable monkey.
Oh.
Who was actually, yeah.
Is that how you speak about your co-stars?
And I shouldn't, but this guy was a very uncouth, wild co-star who had no respect for his co-stars. And so I was a little jealous of him because he was paid more than me in the film.
The monkey?
The monkey, yeah, he was paid more than me and Govinda put together because he used to come from Chennai with a team of 6 people and he stayed in this hotel in a suite. And he and his team consumed 2 bottles of alcohol every night.
He and his team? Okay.
I mean, they said that he drank it, but the team would drink it. Wow. And this monkey had to sit on our shoulders and we had to dance with him and mollycoddle him and he would just decide when to bite us and do different things to us.
Oh.
With different parts of his body. So yeah, that was the most...
Don't tell us more.
But I won't, that's why I'm
TMI.
limiting it to this. That was the most Sher-dil moment of my life, working with that little monkey.
Lovely.
But I still love him.
Okay.
Ask me where he is today.
Where is
He's become a gorilla. He's become so big.
Is that how you speak about your co-stars?
That's what he's become. You don't want to work with this guy, this monkey.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
How do you follow that up? I guess for me, I said it in another interview actually, but for my first movie, I shaved my hair off. So thank you for acting surprised for the second time. Yeah, so that was a pretty brave moment of me because I was really young.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Shave your head.
Amazing.
I honestly feel like I don't have one. I haven't done a...
You've braved it all.
No!
You jumped out of a plane, no?
But that wasn't in a film.
In a movie.
This is real life.
But was the answer specific to a film?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
Sherdil
was.
moment
Yeah.
is
No,
movie.
it's okay. It's okay if you want to talk about real life because that sounds interesting.
I mean, I went skydiving. So
Right.
they were asking
that is a
about a
Sherdil
Sherdil moment in life in general.
And that's
I was
a
like,
scary
does jumping
thing,
out of
yeah.
a plane count?
Okay.
So,
Of course
but in
it
a
does.
film, I mean, not really.
No stunt you've done?
No.
Did you have to brave a very challenging scene, something like that?
I don't know if you've watched Bloody Daddy, but in that film, there was a scene with Shahid. He was like pinning me down and like throwing me against a cupboard, and there's this action type scene in a kitchen, which maybe that could count.
Did he hurt you?
Right.
No,
You're fine.
not intentionally.
Who's that?
Not intentionally. No, she had a fight scene with Shahid.
Yeah, it was like
With who?
sort of a fight
Bloody
scene.
Daddy with Shahid Kapoor.
Shahid
Yeah,
Kapoor.
yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah, I remember there's a
technically
fight
was an
sequence.
action
Yeah,
scene. So that may be,
That of course counts. Yeah.
if that counts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Sherdil enough, but yeah.
It was.
No, it
was.
is. Badass.
Baman sir.
So I got trapped in a tank.
Which tank?
Yeah.
Water tank?
It was the set was being lowered in this swimming pool. And the ideas are the floor, the water's going up till here.
Oh.
And I was wearing weights so that weights, otherwise you just keep floating.
I can't bear to listen to the story.
No, yeah.
And there was one little window and the camera got stuck in the window.
No.
And I was there for a long time with this much breathing space. And there was one guy called Tack from England. And he says, you have nothing to worry about. So they started removing the biscuits which were in my pocket, and he just would shove his knee up like this because my hand started paining. Because the weights, if I left it, I would go down. And otherwise, you'll have to swim down and then come up around again. So he would do this, and I would sit on his knee over there, and of course, it feels horrible. Plus, you want to go to the washroom, and it's your body getting and.
Oh my God.
And I wonder how I came through it without really panicking, because that's the only thing that got me through.
And which movie was this?
For Happy New Year.
Oh,
We are in that vault, right?
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
vault,
yeah,
pani
yeah.
bhar ke.
What? Oh shit, that one. Oh my, and this is in Bombay shoot.
Karjat mein.
Oh baapre.
For an hour and a half at least.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You
That
must have not
wins
entered a
it.
swimming pool for a long time.
No.
after that.
See, when once you overcome the fear, you overcome the fear.
And you were handled by good people, so you're lucky. you
No,
had the
that
guy,
those
yeah.
guys were fantastic, and they were just talking to me, making me feel good, and then slowly they kind of loosened everything, because everything becomes. It was great fun, but it's a great experience.
Aapka?
How do you beat this?
How do you beat that? You can't.
No, yeah. Nothing crazy like this. I mean, I mentioned before, I went alone on a motorcycle trip,
Okay.
riding for a day and a half. So that was pretty stupid of on my part.
Why? Good, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, that was also the time when, there was no GPS and none of this mobile thing was, so I could have.
As long as you didn't take your bike in the water with a monkey on your shoulder.
I was fine.
Then you're fine. There we go.
But great, I applaud what you did.
Also,
You ran away from home on the bike?
No. I mean, living on my own.
Were you married that time?
No.
That's, you were just seeing
If
options.
you're not running away from a woman, why else?
What else?
No.
1.5 days on a bike.
ना बाबा
Yeah.
Kala, why you're complicating it? बेचारा बोल रहा है.
you started it.
That's the first question you asked the second.
Were you married?
You're having fun. Come on.
Okay.
They're all badly behaved children in this class,
No, I'm just having so much fun.
I'm so happy for
I'm
you.
like the audience here. Okay, this is happening. But what was your first reaction to the script? Did you guys know who the culprit was or who the culprits were?
We were
He
all
knew
supposed
all
to know.
along. He knew all along.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
He has no idea.
No, he still doesn't.
You still don't know?
He
I
has
know
no
it.
clue.
Oh my God.
He has no idea.
I have seen the movie.
Because he was doing method acting.
Okay.
He's a baba. तो मुझे नहीं जानना है यार, किसी का खून हो गया तो होने दो, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. Then he was in method acting.
Okay. Okay. So you had no idea.
No idea.
Did you guys know?
These all.
We all read
was
the
there
script.
The script.
You had to like.
He didn't.
Who had
Okay.
to
Chose
tell
not to
me
read it.
one of them is the killer?
But also, Banita, talk to me about learning sign language.
Yeah, I mean, we all had to.
Yeah,
We
of
had to
course.
sign
We all had to
language.
converse with her.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
We
Were
didn't
there
have a
workshops
choice.
for it
And
and
with,
everything?
yeah, there were a lot of workshops, and Purvak's character played by Arjun as well. He's deaf and mute in the film, so we worked together a lot, which was great. And we had an amazing coach called Sita Ramji, who we all loved very fondly.
Right, right.
And yeah, it was a process, but I just think when it comes to technical stuff like that, you need to prepare so fully that once you're on set, it's not holding back your performance or those emotions. So,
Right.
yeah.
How easy or difficult was it for the other cast members? Because you are not playing deaf and dumb.
No, but we had to converse with
Right,
her, so
yeah.
we had to anyway learn. And like she
We
said,
had a big scene together.
we did. So
Yeah.
Right.
I did these workshops as well, pretty much every day for a few weeks with Sitaram sir, and they were really good because it, like she said, it kind of became second nature. So then you're not thinking about the sign, not concentrating on the sign language as much as you are on your performance. Of course, it was all quite fast tracked, so we only learned what we needed to. It's not like we got into the depths of sign language in general. It was mostly just sticking to the script and a little bit here and there, just everyday pleasantries and how you say hello and good morning and stuff like that. So it was very interesting. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to do that otherwise.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
it's nice when you get to do things for film.
Yeah. And you're
you would
also playing
otherwise.
another detective. And you had the most scenes, of course, with Diljit there.
Yes.
So how was the on-set relationship and on-set camaraderie between everyone and, of course, the ones who are
As
not
you can
present
see
today? This
today.
is amazing.
This
This
was
is
every day.
amazing.
True depiction, I must say.
Now, how many deaf and dumb people in the film?
2.
How two?
2 deaf and mute.
She and Purva.
And
Arjun.
Boman sir,
No.
after he dies,
Hey, listen, man. You got a flight to catch.
But yeah, 2.
Right.
But yeah, it was quite fast
Too
track. Like I
official.
signed on for the movie 2 weeks before they started shooting. So I was just like in every day, every morning, every night, like non-stop rehearsing and working with Sita Ramji. So yeah.
How was the father and daughter scenes for you guys?
Say something nice about me for once. Go on.
Okay. I'll say something nice.
Oh no.
It's a good thing that she didn't speak. I mean,
Not wrong.
but I'd say.
I think you should say something nice about everybody here today.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Why
is
not
nice.
nice? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
That was nice.
That was it. That was it,
as nice as it
Banita.
gets.
Sorry, but that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I choose films also depending on the cast.
Okay.
And of course, the director, who I loved, he was so wonderful. He's saying, I don't know whether you'll do this role. And everyone says he's not going to do this role. But I told them, no harm in asking. Worst case scenario, he'll say no. But if he says, yeah. And it was so disarming. So I just love that boy,
Yeah.
Ravi, very much. And then I was told about the cast. Then they said there's going to be Chunky Panday.
He had second thoughts about it.
No? Who's doing the gig? So there was Chunky Panday and then there was Banita Sandhu. And of course Diana and Sumeet and Ratna and actually they were wonderful. I tell you, she's such a hard-working girl. I've known this girl. She's wonderful, very hardworking, very dedicated. She really had 2 weeks to get into this thing, and you did wonderfully well.
Thank you.
And Chunky, I love.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You don't know why?
We hung around a lot.
I don't know
best
why.
we
But
were
I,
all-
I really do. I really do. You should
love
have
him
seen
too.
Chunky on the premiere night of Kesari 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have seen him. It was literally like he's become, his life is complete. I went and told him that Ananya did a wonderful job in that film, and she did. She did a wonderful job. And this guy almost broke down. It was so beautiful to see a father at work. You know, genuinely good work. And I had worked with him earlier in another film. And we spent a lot of time at an airport. I'll recall every moment we had together. And he's such a bright man. He doesn't look it, but he's a very bright man.
No, he looks it.
Let me do the gags. Can I do the
Sorry.
comedy?
I am sorry. Yeah.
You don't get it, man.
No, we don't get it.
Singers, people are
We get it.
entertained, man. and of course, this girl, I've seen her, a little girl going to school. She used to live just down the road from where my shop was. मेरी दुकान यहीं पे थी और just 100 meters away was her home. And she's studied at the convent next door. And she would come with her mom and dad, and she's always beautiful, and
Right.
she's beautiful inside and out. And I really love her. I really think she's a beautiful human being. And enough of lies now.
बहुत हो गया.
I was waiting for it. I was just waiting
Because
for it.
there's no fun if you're just going to make it cheesy and cheesier. I really mean what I say about these people.
Yeah.
I can't waste time with people I don't like. I can't.
That's a compliment. We should take
Yeah,
it
I'll
and
take
run.
it.
Run.
That's the last
Before
one
he
you'll
changes
get.
his mind.
But Boman sir, also, how was Cannes?
Oh, it was lovely. I lit up the place.
Of course you did.
Think
Get
about
can
it.
on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tanvi the Great got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Is what we've heard. How was it? How was the experience? How was the reaction from the audience?
So my first film went to a festival. After that, I hardly ever went to a festival after that. Then I went with my film, The Mehta Boys. We had 4 or 5 all over the world. And then this, and you see, I know exactly where Anupam is coming from. The feeling of getting one thought, taking that thought and expanding it into a line becoming a page, and the page becoming a script, and then finally shooting it, finding the money, finding the cast. So when you do get a standing ovation, it feels good.
Right.
It feels good.
Right.
And I think it will have a wonderful audience here and abroad.
Right, of course. And Sumeet, I was observing you in all the interviews. You're so shy and quiet. Is that so, or is it
He's
just
going to
because of
blame
the
me now.
interviews?
I can see it. He looked at me like that. तेरी वजह से तू बक करता है बोल ना.
But could you talk to me about playing the black sheep of the family?
Yeah, that I really enjoyed.
You enjoyed?
I really
Okay.
enjoyed.
That's why he's worn black clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
Black
On
shirt.
character.
Tired
The
of
dressing.
being a decent person most of the time, and
Right.
here was this part where I could just indulge in the black swan in me, and it was lovely. It's so much more fun to play, slightly antagonizing characters, people who are not afraid and have no complexes, and they can just be themselves. I look at them in this way.
Right.
So, yeah, it was lovely. I enjoyed every moment of playing this useless bugger.
You had most of your scenes with Ratna ji.
I did, yes.
Yeah. So how was it with her? And I wish she was here with the cast today.
Yeah.
I know, we miss her.
speaking about her character and everything.
Yes.
Where is she?
But she is.
She's here.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
behind
Oh
my
yeah. Hi. Why are you covering
Someone's
her?
got my back.
But when my first impression of hers, because we had met socially during plays and stuff, I was a little intimidated.
Yeah.
And then as we, worked for a couple of days and then we chatted, and there is there's such a soft side to her.
She's such a chiller, actually.
Yes,
When she
she's
does
so
that,
chilled
you
out.
get that impression.
She's
when you
so
meet her.
warm.
Yeah.
And we had a great time shooting and talking otherwise, like films and art in general and life in general. And it was just lovely the way she, she was very, very warm towards me, and I'm very grateful for that.
Right. Amazing. Also, Diana, Cocktail is re-releasing in the theaters.
It is.
Yeah, I just saw that you got to know about it right now.
I just did, yeah.
But how do you feel about Cocktail re-releasing in the theaters?
Excited. Very excited.
Right? Yeah.
And very much looking forward to seeing how it does.
Of course.
But it just feels good, and it's nice to, I have the opportunity to go again and watch myself after I don't know how many years.
you guys do that often
sounds
as
fun.
actors, like going back to your previous,
No,
No, right?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I haven't done it
Chunky
so far
does,
online.
I know. Chunky does.
Okay.
All my old films.
He knows the old film, he watches it, smiles. Yeah. He gives it flying kisses. Not me.
But growing up as a kid, I've practiced your dance moves.
Which one? Really?
My Mamaji has shown me. Yeah, there was we had a VHS in my Nani's house, and I've tripped on yours and Neelam songs and
Oh, wow, so
practiced.
cute.
Yes.
Thanks.
That's amazing. Such a full circle moment as
Thank
well
you.
that
Yes.
both of you are together in this movie. Also, our Bridgerton girlie, are we seeing you in season 4?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
You die in that?
I don't die. I'm good. Yeah. But who knows?
I am not in Detective Sherdil too. That means I get
You never know.
And I also
Yeah,
want to...
Bridgerton 4. Tell us more. Really.
Oh, what can I say? I'm not in it.
Why?
According to him, she dies.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But it has 3 released, no?
3 released. Yeah.
But you were alive in that.
I was alive.
She was very much alive
Who
in
knows?
that.
Maybe 5 or 6 I could be alive. But
Right.
in 4,
We were so happy to see you on screen
oh, thank you.
in Bridgerton. And talk to me about, like, a little bit about the camaraderie, about the cast, and who was the kindest on set? Just that.
Everyone was kind. Honestly, the camaraderie was just like this. We would all sit
Okay,
around on
that's
our lunch
amazing.
breaks and talk about stuff. And on Bridgerton, we were shooting in summer and winter. And during the winter months, it was really cold. So
Right.
we would do dance routines to like keep us warm.
We saw that, yeah.
They were really fun. And yeah, it's teams like this. Like when you get to work on productions like Bridgerton and this with incredible people, I just feel like pinching myself.
Of course, of course.
So yeah.
Amazing. I know you have a flight to catch. Those were all my questions. Thank you so much for speaking to me, and I wish you all the best for Detective Sherdil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.